Welcome to Tools, Tech, and Gear. I'm Seth. Today I'm going to be installing the Omada EAP211-Bridge Kit. I'm also going to be installing the Omada AX3000 ceiling mount Wi-Fi access point. First of all, let's take a look at what comes in the wireless bridge kit. Now, one thing you'll note immediately is that the adapters are not included, so keep that in mind that you will have to purchase those separately. So it has some large zip ties, so you can mount this to a pole, and then it has the two bridge included. So that is it right there in the kit. Let's take a close-up look at this wireless bridge. Here on the front, it does have the Omada logo. On the back, you can see that it has the pole mount option, and there are some slits in here for those zip ties to go into. Here on the back of the unit, there is a tab that allows you to slide this off. There are 3 Ethernet ports and a 12-volt DC plug over here, and also a little tiny reset button right here. Now, if you look close, there are some knockouts, so your cables can go through there. And then Ethernet number 1 is your PoE, or power over Ethernet, and the in port. The other 2 are out ports. Let's open up the AX3000. You will also find that there is no power adapter in here either. Let's take a close-up look at the AX3000. You can see that it has TP-Link there, but this is the Omada brand. Now, if we turn over to the back, you can see there is a 12-volt power in, an Ethernet with PoE, and then a reset button here on this side. So in my case, I'm going to be using the 12-volt because I only have 2 of the power over Ethernet. Now, all of these devices can use PoE, or power over Ethernet. That is going to look like this little box right here. It's got 2 Ethernet ports on the bottom, and then it's got the plug on the back, which will just go into a standard household receptacle. Or you can also use the 12-volt little cable like this, which is also sold separately. Now it's time to go outside and install the 2 bridge so that I can send my internet from one building way across a field wirelessly to the next building. For this example, I'm going to be installing one wireless bridge with the source internet from this little storage building. It's going to travel over 200 feet to this tiny house over here, and that will be our distance wirelessly traveled. Now, the pole mount is sold separately, but it is very convenient because the bridge will attach to that very nicely. This also allows you to swivel the wireless bridge because the antenna inside of this is directional, and you want this to face the other antenna so that it will have the best signal. So these are worth buying sold separately. Now, on a PoE, or power over Ethernet adapter, you're going to plug this side up to the wall. There is a PoE and a LAN indicator. The LAN is going to go to your Wi-Fi router. The PoE is going to go to the wireless bridge. So if I open this up here, you can see it's got LAN or PoE in for this port right here. And so that's where I'm going to plug this up, and that's going to go over to the PoE plug here. And then the other side is going to have my LAN, which goes to the router. I've installed the other bridge here. Obviously, it's just for demonstration purposes only. Now, this is going to be the client, not the main AP. So I need to flip a switch under here to make sure that this is the bridge that's receiving the internet, not the one that's giving the internet. That switch is located right here. I'm just going to flip that over to client, and then we are ready to receive the internet. Now that I have both wireless bridge set up, it's time to install the access point. When it comes to installing the AX3000 access point, there is a metal plate that is included, and this can be either put through a ceiling tile to mount this up on the ceiling, or you can screw it directly into a surface like I'm going to do right here on this wall. Before I put the access point onto the bracket, I'm going to plug up the 12-volt power source. I'm also going to connect the Ethernet cable down here, and now I'm ready to get this attached to the bracket. Here we go. I'm going to connect the PoE cable to the main bridge that will have the internet. This is the PoE that will power the bridge. I'm going to plug that up to power. On the side of the wireless bridge, there are a set of lights over here. We've got system, LAN 1, 2, 3, and then a strength indicator up here. So we currently have that the power is on and full strength talking to the other bridge. Now with the wireless bridge working properly, I'm going to plug up the access point. The power indicator has now come on here on the access point. Once the access point was turned on, LAN 1 now has a light showing that data is being transmitted. Now that I have the wireless bridge set up and the access point plugged in, it's time to see if the Wi-Fi will connect. I'm going to go in here to my Wi-Fi settings, and I'm going to find the 2.4 gigahertz. It should show up in the list here. Here we are, TP-Link 2.4 gigahertz. Click on that. There we go, connected, not secured. So let's go into YouTube real quick and see about playing a video.
Welcome to Tools, Tech, and Gear. I'm Seth. I'm in my small shop where I'm setting up a CNC machine to do some work, and I realized
And there we have it. I now have fast internet about 250 feet away from my shop over here at this tiny house with this access point, and it is working flawlessly. For reference point, the bridge on the tiny house, and then all the way over there is where the other bridge is on the side of that shop. Thank you so much for watching this video on installing the Omada wireless bridge kit and also the wireless access point. If you want to check out either one of these products, I will have a link to them in the description down below. I'm Seth with Tools, Tech, and Gear, and I will see you in the next video.